day, old bean. My name is DuffAntics, and today I'm going to put some rumble on in the background while you hear me rumble and mumble and tumble on, making an absolute twat of myself. Fuck it, I can't carry that on, I really can't. Anyway, I thought I'd have a close rumble game on the background while I told you a pretty funny story, I think. Anyway, it was the time that I had the worst diarrhea I've ever had. I'm telling you now, guys, it was that bad. It could change the weather. No, it couldn't really. Basically, I couldn't really get a KFC, so I thought I'd order from a place called Dixie Chicken, some obscure Turkish place that apparently does fried chicken, and I thought, yeah, I'm all about that, let's get some fried chicken. I'm all about that fried chicken. Anyway, so they come, they deliver, I start eating it. I'm like, well, this looks a bit pink. But that didn't stop me. I was hungry. I'm a born Scotsman. My stomach is made of iron. So, you know, I pretty much wolfed that down. And then in about half an hour time, I was at the shop and I was hearing this particular noise. And I was thinking to myself, I am literally just buying cigarettes right now, and my stomach is giving me the telltale sign that I am going to look like an upside down shit fountain in the next 3 seconds. So, I mustered all of my sphincter muscles to keep my asshole shut. I felt like I needed to fart, but was it a fart, or was it going to be a great flood of forbidden mud? Anyway, I dart home, I say, don't worry about the cigarettes, I have to go now! Obviously, the shopkeeper was rather startled, but not as startled as they would have been had I have just shat myself. Started to sweat a little bit, kind of feeling a bit feverish. Does this sound like food poisoning to you? Because it certainly sounds like it to me. So I go back home, the door was already open, so I didn't have to fuck around opening the door. I go back upstairs, and each time I went up the step, I could feel my arsehole just weakening, you know. It was like somebody was holding a battering ram to my arse, going, come on, we've nearly got through the floodgates. And I was like, fucking hell, I'm so close to the toilet, please. Any dignity that I may have, can it please just stay in my fucking arsehole? So basically, I go into the toilet, I literally lock it, I go onto the toilet. Just to let you know, my toilet is actually quite far away from the door, right? So I sit down, trousers off, obviously, and obviously, hell just breaks loose. I was like a fucking broken fire hydrant that you see in America. Literally, I was shitting with such intense velocity that I was actually holding onto the toilet for dear life. And Jesus Christ, was I right to do that. And do you know what? At one point, it was still coming out my fucking arsehole. And I was like, Jesus Christ. I didn't even eat that much. How are you still able to produce more shit? And I thought, right, it's got to be gone. I stood up, I was like, no, I'm sitting right the fuck down. So I was, in a sense, paralysed, immobile, incapacitated. I couldn't move from that spot whatsoever. So I was thinking, shit, what do I do now? And then it comes to the part, and we all go through this, where we look to our left for toilet roll, but there is no toilet roll. No, there is a cardboard tube, and it may as well have said, ha ha, you're fucked now, in biro, because I was. And I was literally shouting for whoever was in the house at the time. Thankfully, someone was in. I was like, help! I need toilet roll! Please! So, you know, they come upstairs with the toilet roll, and they said, well, unlock the door then! And I was like, if I do that, your floor is going to be a different colour. I am shitting that badly, I am too scared to move. And then she said, well, what the fuck do you expect me to do about it then? And I was like, oh, God. And obviously with most doors, there's like a sort of, at the bottom of the door, there's like a sort of gap, a really tiny gap. Such a small gap that maybe a little bit of toilet tissue could just go through. So here's my mum literally just feeding through the toilet paper, through this door, right? How sad is that, by the way? Like, this is rock bottom, by the way, just feeding the toilet paper. But because you know the texture and quality of toilet paper, right, it didn't make its way to me, as it just started piling up on the other side of the fucking door. So it was literally like it was in vain. It was like the equivalent of a limp fucking dick. So there's, you know, the poor old dear just fucking trying to go, please don't shit on my floor, and I'm like, I won't as long as I stay here. And because obviously, as I said earlier, my toilet is actually quite far away from my door, so I mean, even leaning towards it, I can't do it. I just cannot do it. So here's me thinking, oh shit, what do I do now? So obviously, I started to use my feet, you know, tried to stretch my feet off, and I was like, no, if my arsehole moves off this toilet, no. So then I was thinking, okay, what have I got near me? A toilet brush. That's right. I had to use a toilet brush. Oh my god. And now, when I thought I couldn't even hit rock bottom says, no, you can go a bit lower, mate. Come on down, you little cunt, you little ginger bastard. Anyway, so, you know, I used the toilet brush to, you know, scrape the toilet paper over. And I said, keep feeding it through. I'm going to need the whole fucking thing at this rate. So obviously, you know, it's feeding through. It's still feeding through. And I'm not even sure if this toilet brush was cleaned. But I had to wipe my arse with it anyway. And in short, I was on that goddamn toilet for 2.5 hours. And do you know what? That has got to be the worst diarrhea I ever had. Now you might be thinking, Duff, why this video? Why are you talking about diarrhea? And I'm like, well, why the fuck not? If anyone's man enough to listen to it, then good on you. I respect that. You need to subscribe and like this video because I'm like every other YouTuber. But no, honestly, it was the worst time ever, and I thought it might be funny for you to hear this. You know how people like other people's misery, and you know, I was very vulnerable at that time. Some trucker could have come through the window and fucking raped me for all I care. But no, moral of the story, guys, if the chicken is pink, don't get too ahead of yourself. Don't fucking eat it. It will be the worst thing you've ever done. Anyway, I hope you have a very shit day. I've been DuffAntics. See you later.